Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to the stream. As mentioned in chat, it is stupid hot for no reason today. Our people don't like to be hot. Welcome in, Mem. Yes. Hello. How are you doing? Already asked that, but didn't ask you, like, vocally. Whole different thing, you know, like, I don't know if anyone else gets this, but I feel like my brain has two distinct chat channels. I can talk to you or I can type to you. I cannot do both at the same time. Quite impossible. But yeah, welcome on in. I figured I would do a short stream today, not because I'm particularly tired. I mean, I haven't, pardon me, haven't felt super awake all day, but I did have some coffee that helped. So I'm not feeling like the usual dead tired that I do get at 7 PM some days. But saying that, I think I should still hold off on doing a very long stream today. I'm just going to do a little bit of questing today and leave myself some time in the evening to wind down and get ready for the work week and everything else. Maybe, if we're lucky, a bit of work on some more pet projects of mine. Because although I had a very long weekend this weekend, didn't quite achieve anything much of note. I took the garbage down, I did the laundry, and these are things of note. You know, you got to celebrate them. If you manage to get these things done, you've got to actually say, "Hey, that was bugging me for a while, and I did it! Hooray!" But I still want to put some more time and energy into my pet projects, in particular Robot Neko. So I might do that later, and today we'll just play a bit more Ultima 7. We're up to part 17 now, can you believe? I don't think this is going to go quite as long as XCOM did, but yeah, we're in no particular hurry to finish the main quest. The Time Lord last week gave us all the guidance on what we needed to do to finish things up and defeat the Guardian. And so, you know, there's a few bits of the map that we haven't explored, and now we don't have a direct need to, but maybe we could go there just for funsies. You know, the end of the world can wait. It's fine. It's fine. We also have Poppy here joining us on the sofa. Inexplicably, she joins us on the sofa on my big black Night's Watch style coat. It's hot today, Poppy. Why choose that spot of all places? It is soft and comfy, but it's hot. Right, let's see if I remember what the command I used to autofocus the camera here, though. I haven't set that up as a Robot Neko command yet. It's on the to-do list. It's a very long list. What was I curling recently? Yeah, no, that was the other streaming tool. Grep, curl. Good old grep. Nothing beats that. Yeah, maybe not in this window. I have a habit of leaving my machine on far too long and then leaving a bunch of terminal windows open. I think, yes, cam1 zoom in is the command to zoom in. Let's try that, shall we? I'm basically mimicking the commands that you can use from the web interface for DroidChemX. The downside of DroidChemX, although I have paid for it and it is a very, very cool tool, you can't have the web interface open at the same time as you're directly streaming from the socket. So I'm just using the same network commands that the web interface uses. There we go. Nicely focused puppy cat. Let's get the game open and get into the game. Why not? Greetings, Chrisika. How can I help you today? Yeah. And yeah, welcome on in. Yeah, Crescent Storm. Person of many names, shrouded in mystery. Poggers! Yes, this is Poggers, the avatar. Welcome in, Carfish. How are you? Happy Monday. Doing good, Poggers. That's good to hear. As promised, at the end of stream last week, I was going to do a bunch of inventory management and clean up things, and I didn't do that. No. What were you expecting, really? But you know, it's probably fine. We've got a bunch of stuff. Is that Alagna's journal? My notebook by Alagna, yes. Well, we can put this on our shelf of collectible stuff, which is getting quite busy now, actually. We might need to steal some more tables and put them in our house. Frankly, we should do a house flipper episode, but I'm figuring I'll do that once we defeat the Guardian, because we might find ourselves in need of more permanent living arrangements here in Britannia. So, we are here in Britain. When we last consulted the Time Lord, he said, "Oh, thanks for freeing me, and you could probably go look for the cube generator on this island that's near Serpent's Hold that the Fellowship has some sort of retreat that they go to. And what else was it? Well, we will eventually go to another island up here, cleverly obscured by the compass rose. Yes, and he said that eventually we might go to Buccaneer's Den and, you know, root out exactly what the Fellowship are doing there. But today, not interested in all of that. Let's check our orrery here. Locked. Come on. Okay. Avert your eyes. Hack mover on. Hack mover off. So you can see, like, you know, there's planets. They're moving around. That doesn't really look like an alignment, if you ask me. So I think we're safe. Plenty of time. Why don't we go to Jaholm, which is this island cluster here, and do a bit of quests and stuff down there. Where's a carpet? Yes. At the end of the last episode, the game crashed on us just near the end, and I had parked the carpet all the way up in U, and then we just kind of teleported around a bit just to sneakily redo the bits of the quest that we missed due to the crash, which I think is fair and square as in terms of cheating goes. Game crashes on you, you're allowed to just quickly fix it up again to where it should be. However, that does mean we don't have a means of transport. We have the cart, but the cart is not good for visiting other islands. Oh, I know. Of course, it's so easy. Why don't we use the moon gate that is near Britannia, and Jaholm also has a moon gate, and we'll just travel there near instantaneously. Here we... oh, right. Yeah, we blew up the moon gates, didn't we? We went into the sphere generator, and we solved the puzzle, and it blew up. And in doing so, it permanently disabled all the moon gates in Britannia. Why did we do that again? Time Lord told us to, but yeah, okay. So we solved the wobbling, disrupted moongate problem by just removing them entirely from the game. That's great. I guess we need to go get our carpet then. Let's take the cart, just make it a little bit faster. We'll fly on down to Jaholm. Sonneveld, how are you doing? Thank you for the hydrate. This isn't going to be some terrible revenge, is it? I'm not planning to stream that long, actually. Not like some people who can stream for 8 hours or so. Being an avatar is thirsty work. It certainly is, Sonneveld. Good to see you. Those people are crazy. They certainly are. So, let's take our cart to go get our carpet so that we can fly down to Jaholm. I suppose we could also take our boat, but that involves going all the way around the coastline, which is just a hassle. They should at least get up and stretch every once in a while. They should. Alright, and away we go with this cart that steers like something that doesn't steer very well. Nope, getting attacked by bandits. Just keep rolling. No time to stop. Someone heard something, that's great. Watch for bridge trolls. Anyone's trolling here, it's fine. Horse in the middle of the road, excuse me. It's a little difficult to drive the horse and cart, just because you really don't have much of a lead in terms of where you're going, being able to see what's up ahead. We'll park outside of Empath Abbey. And here's our carpet. And now we just, well, okay, we could fly south. That's quite a trip. But the fun thing about the game world of Ultima 7 is it wraps around, so we can just fly north and have a very short trip. Assuming we don't crash into Empath Abbey. I don't know how robust the game engine is actually when it comes to the border between the north edge of the world and the south edge of the world. It certainly does look seamless, but then they've obviously carefully not built anything that spans the edge of the map. So I wonder if things like combat AI would get a bit confused. You'd have people trying to run to the opposite end of the world or something like that. Nevertheless, very neat feature. And this is the mainland. Before we do land, there is, in a few places I think, this cave. Ah, bats. What are we chasing? Come on team, what is it? Slimes? Okay, kill them. Yeah, now there's a rat round there. It doesn't matter, let's run away. Run away, bravely run away. Okay, that's not the cave I was thinking of. And in fact, I don't think it actually shows up over the cave entrance. But I just want to check out some of these other islands that are nearby before we go do all the questing and things. Here's an island with a shrine on it, and it's got thousands of gremlins down there. Delightful. This would be the Shrine of Valor, so obviously it's got a sword. And yes, that's definitely the place I want to land. I do not believe that we can land here safely. Okay. I do not believe we can land here safely. Here. So, pretty much whenever you see a mysterious mountain that's just on an island somewhere, it's almost guaranteed to have a little tiny secret inside. And I'm wrong. This isn't the one. Nope, that's pretty solid. It's around here somewhere. I remember that. I'm assuming it's... Well, no, the island to the north there is the one where we picked up the skeletal key. So is it this one? Cows. More jungle cows, as you normally would get. Where is that little secret? North some more. Here we go, maybe. Perhaps. Some people believe. Okay, it's a little cave. Someone set up camp here. They've got a big barrel of beer. Nice. I'll take that. Oh wow, they've got thumb screws here. Delightful. Take the bread too. Some locked chests and a mystery bag with a key in it. Too easy. This is not how you secure your chests with an easily accessible key right nearby. But yay, we found some gold bars. I don't mind if I do. And a magic helm. Someone in the party is missing a helmet. I remember that from last week. I think they dropped it. Yes, it's probably Jana. Here you go. And boy, if you could take that money, and I'll take the... just for my references later, what key is this? This is key 100. Nice. That in my little diary of various keys I've been tracking. That helmet really doesn't suit her. Well, it could be worse. We could be using the Serpentile paper dolls, and then everyone would look identical because they're all wearing the same armor. Either way, it's protective. It is good. But there still isn't the cave I was looking for. It could be actually on that one, and we just never checked when we went looking for the skeleton key. Here, perhaps? Yeah, look at all that mud in front of the wall there. That's got to be the fake entrance, right? Yes. So here we have a really neat little hidden pirate den. But it's actually, you know, someone went to the time and effort of putting walls in here and furniture and a lot of cobwebs. But you know, if we wanted to live here, we could tidy the place up a bit, house flipper style. We've got some scrolls. By proclamation of Lord British, this is an official document denoting ownership of the heretofore mentioned sailing vessel. Forgery of this title is prohibited under law number blah 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 blah, section blah blah blah. Deed, ship name, bounty, completion date 5/27/0185, inspection date 6/04/0185, shipwright Gibson of Minnock. So whoever lived here owned a lot of ships. And has some rings, which is nice. A key, also nice. Come on, can we use this key on the chest there? Yes, once again, people are locking chests with keys that are right there. We've got a pocket watch if we wanted to get one that we didn't get from Amino. And we've got 25 ammunition, which we can use for this musket here if we so desired. I'll take it. I don't know if we'll use it, but I'll take it. What's in the chest of drawers? A bunch of clothing. Please don't ping me for stealing, party. I am rummaging through someone's obviously abandoned gear. What are these? Betting markers. Aha. Use musket on parrot. Oh, sorry, wrong kind of game. I don't think there's a gavel in this room, so we can't hit the parrot with the gavel, unfortunately. What's in the chest? Oh, yes. I like this chest. Why don't we just haul this chest as is onto the carpet and maybe feed the party while we're here. They're getting hungry. Can you all stand where I can see you all? Thank you. Nonveld, thank you for the hydrate. Got up. I heard her chomping on some biscuits. I wonder if she'll return to out there, or if she'll try and find a different spot that's not on the camera view. Yes, one of these days I will have multiple cameras set up, be able to follow her throughout the house. I Can't do this on Amy's stream because I feel bad when she has to pour water on her head. Yeah, very true. Sorry, let me just mute that. Oh, you probably can't hear it anyway, that's fine. No wait, I need the extra light from the screen being very blindingly white. They're saying, yes, I feel bad about that too, and want to leave strict instructions next stream, like, I would like you to just drink water like a normal person, please. Let's feed the party. Bread, I'll have some cheese, that looks nice. An entire sphere of cheese. Here, boy, have an entire cherry cake. And I apologize for the background noise. That's due to the balcony window being open and the fact that I live in a neighborhood that's popular for people with loud cars. And we're going to have to tolerate it because it is getting hot. Sausages, who wants sausages? An entire rack of ribs. Yep, okay. Bread. Look how much food these people eat. Seriously, it's like they're all Garrett from Thief with the amount of food he eats. Or any Skyrim character. I think that's everyone. Whatevs. So yeah, that was another little quick detour. Get some more treasure. Must we do this? Oh, great. Are you telling me that picking up the treasure chest counts as stealing? I'm pretty strong now myself, actually, so I could probably carry it. Let's drop it down. I'll tell you what, let's launch the carpet. Oh. And then drop it down on top of our other chest. There we go. I don't have hack mover on, do I? No, I don't. That's fine. So, on to Jaholm and the actual quests that we might do today, perhaps. Why not? There's not a whole lot to do. We can recruit Dupre. Dupre. We always did call him Dupre. I mean, this is back in the day when there's no voice acting for everything, so you just kind of went with the pronunciation in your head, and that was that. Hi, are we disturbing you? Who are you? You see a disgruntled, obviously overworked barmaid. She gives you a perfunctory grunt of a hello. What's your name? I'm Daphne. What's your job? That's an easy one. I'm the workhorse in residence of the Bunk and Stool. While our resident princess flirts with the customers, I do all the cooking, cleaning, and serving. Oh, you have a princess in residence. Amazing. Humph, that would be Ophelia. Ophelia. We've heard that name before. Ophelia this, Ophelia that. That's all I ever hear all bloody day. If thou dost want someone to talk about is her, if all thou dost want to talk about is her, talk to someone else. Alright, how do you find the Bunk and Stool? The Bunk and Stool is where the fighters and ruffians come to drink in Jalm. It's not an easy job keeping such a lot happy with all their drinking and dueling and gambling. Ooh, gambling. In fact, I'm taking bets on the upcoming duels. Dost thou wish to bet that Skrillex will lose to any of the 3 other duelists? No, I think he's gonna win. Then, if thou wouldst like to bet in favour of Skrillex, thou mayst see Ophelia, but I warn thee thou'lt be throwing thy money away. Alright, thanks. That's enough for now. You're obviously not actually at your workplace, so I won't ask to buy any food. Enjoy thyself. So despite her distaste of Ophelia, Daphne here actually does seem to share a house, or a semi-detached place, with Ophelia. Hey, wake up. We're talking about you. You wake up. A pretty woman gives you a friendly grin and then coyly turns her eyes away from you. What's your name? My name is Ophelia, my lady. And what is it you do? I'm a barmaid. I do most of the work at the Bunk and Stool here in Jolm. What sort of work? Ever since Sprellick, the owner, was challenged to those duels by the 3 students at the Library of Scars, he's been very busy preparing himself. I've been running the place all by myself. Although Daphne has been helping me, I suppose. Okay, so we're really getting into the thick of the main quest here. Tell me about the Monk and Stool. It is said that indeed many strange things happen at this bar. As of late, in addition to being an inn and a pub where thou mayest buy fine food and drink, it has become a betting parlour. Really? What sort of betting? I'm taking wagers on Sprellick's duels. Wouldst thou like to place a bet? Sure, why not? How much wouldst thou like to bet that Sprellick defeats all 3 of his challengers? Well, I've never met the guy, but he seems like he must know his business and he's got lots of incentive to fight, so let's just bet 200 gold. Oh, let's bet 200 gold that Sprellick will win? Sure, why not? Very well. Let me give thee markers for thy gold. Each one is worth 10 gold coins. If Sprellick wins, thou mayest come collect twice that amount of gold from me. Should he lose, milady, thy markers are, of course, worthless. I'll soon see thee again, milady. You notice she is suppressing a tiny giggle.
Thundercats! Ho!
Empress will just subscribe, you bloody legend. Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen. Empress, hello. How are you doing? Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. I be here, but lurky lurk. No problem at all. Enjoy your lurky lurk. But thank you again. That was quite unnecessary, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
Thundercats! Ho!
Sonnevelt just subscribed, you bloody legend. Oh, are we doing subs?
Oh, are we? We do not have to, Sonnevelt, but thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, please enjoy the emotes and some ad-free viewing. My day was good, exhausted, got rained on, had to evacuate my building. Now I pew-pew and get good, yes. Back for blood, I assume? Feel free to give yourself a shout-out, MP. Empressville has been playing a lot of Back for Blood lately and is getting good. And why don't we give Sonneveld a shout-out too, on account of him being ridiculously, almost annoyingly wholesome, and just generally a nice sort of person. Are you able to do that, Empressville, or are you on a mobile? I'll do it. Actually never tried spamming that before. Let's see if it queues it up. It does. Nice little tool. Not sure about any of that, but thank you. Well, that's what you get. Yes. You notice she is suppressing a tiny giggle. Perhaps she's not confident in Sprellick's chances. When thou dost return to collect thy winnings... For a moment it seems she cannot make eye contact with you. Okay, well that's strange. Strange, yes. Let's see what this dialogue option is. In case thou hast not noticed, this is a rough town. We see all types of odd characters in this place. She looks you over carefully. What do you think about Daphne? Honestly, I cannot imagine why thou wouldst be interested in her. She lets out a throaty laugh. Well, hey now, but sure. Moving on. What do you think about John? It's a pretty rough place to work, but, she whispers to you in confidence, I must confess I find myself attracted to the type of men that live here. Okay, types of men then. Would that include Cosmo? That include Cosmo, who is the bold adventurer that we found in the Unicorn Cave, or rather, trying to find the Unicorn Cave in order to prove his purity. Who? Oh, he is a loyal boy who comes in here and moons over me on occasion. Do not concern thyself with him. I do not. Delightful. She sent him on this quest and put him quite out of her mind. Well, what do you think about Sprelik, your boss, then? No one knows old Sprelik better than myself. Although he does not look it, he may well be the deadliest fighting master in all of Britannia. Ah, interesting. After he defeats the fighters at the Library of Scars, he may open his own school, teaching his own unique style of fighting. Fascinating. It will be a great fighting school. Already, fighting men and women are coming to Jalm to become Sprelik's students. They all long to know the secret that I can tell thee right now. Really? What's the secret? Ophelia motions you closer to her. She whispers to you. Sprelik can call upon the Avatar to come and be his champion. He nods solemnly. Well, that would seriously give Sprelik an advantage in these upcoming duels. I'll have to take that into consideration. What's this Library of Scars all about, then? Surely thou hast heard of our famous school for fighters by now. What kind of a world traveller art thou? Do not answer. 'Twas a rhetorical question. She sniffs. Is the puppy cat back? The puppy cat is not back. Balcony window. How vexing. It's as if she doesn't want to participate in my streams. Well, we won't ask for food and room yet, so we'll say bye now for now. Do come and visit us again, milady. Just continue disturbing people's sleep. This is the start of the town, basically, is it? Enjoy your lurk, mem. Enjoy your dinner. Do let me know how it is. Hello? I think that's... Earlier, yep. Trying to get into work, I suppose. If this is the inn? Where's the entrance? Here we go. No, this is not the inn. This is the town hall or something. Quite a nice building. Seems quite unused. Maybe we want to move in here. Oh, and of course, every town hall officiary would be remiss to not have a pair of magic leggings on hand. Not entirely sure what we're having. I'll decide when I get to the kitchen. Excellent. If it helps, I had some bacon and eggs for dinner. Yes, it's more of a breakfasty sort of food, but I fancied some bacon and eggs, so I made bacon and eggs because I am an adult and I can eat whatever I want. It looks like everyone is geared out except for Spark, who still has these old plate leggings on. Let's do a quick switcheroo here. And perhaps the original owner will just assume their magical plate leggings just lost their enchantment. Also, let's save, because last stream was not particularly stable. And earlier today, when I was picking the game up to make a screenshot, it also crashed on me. And we can't have that, no. So, what's this building? Armorer. No, armory. Save our Cesaria. Start of stream, Cowfish, but yes, why not? We do need to save our Cesaria. I have the strongest armor. Who said that? You see a battle-scarred old soldier. What's your name? I am Clifton. And what do you do? In my day, I was a pretty damn good soldier. Now I'm the master of the armory here in Jaholm. Damn good soldier, are you? Surely thou dost not want to listen to old war stories. I've seen my share of death and destruction. Leave it at that. Alright, well, what do you do? I sell and collect weapons of all types. Business is always excellent, although my best customers keep getting killed in duels. That would be a downer on having a good customer base. Every day at noon in the town square, people come to settle their differences. They fight to the blood or to the death. It is a madness. Like that Sprilek fellow, for instance. Really? What about him? Sprilek, our rather mild-mannered innkeeper, stole the honor flag from the wall of the Library of Scars and refused to return it. Now he must fight 3 of our best local fighters in a duel to the death. Doesn't seem exactly fair, but sure, okay, it's your local custom. Thou canst ask about the entire matter at the pub if thou dost wish to know more about it. Alright, maybe I'll do that. What do you sell? I sell armor and weapons here. I have something to meet thine every need. Dost thou wish to see armor or weapons? Weapons, sure. Wouldst thou like to buy? Buy a club, a main gauche, dagger, a mace, a morning star, a sword, or a halberd. Well, we don't really need any of that since we have a hoe of destruction, a death scythe, a mage bane sword, a triple crossbow, and a sword made out of black rock with a demon inside. So nothing for now, thanks. Fine. What army do you have? What wouldst thou like to buy? You could have a crested helm, a scale armor, or a gorget. No, none of that really appeals, sorry. Fine. Alright, bye. Good day. Don't suppose he has anything that we really want to steal, although he does have a chest back here that's locked, maybe. He is kind of accompanying us wherever we go, though, so maybe we'll just leave it to that. It's unlikely to be particularly fantastic. So over the bridge there is the rest of the buildings. Check that out in a second. That's the town hall. This would be what? The Library of Scars. Alright. Oh, it's an actual library. What sort of books do they have? Karena's Pregnancy Workout by Karena. Herein are many words of wisdom for use within the realm of combat and exercise for pregnant women. The drawings included perfectly illustrate in explicit detail how these forms differ from more conventional styles and how pregnancy truly affects fighting skills. Good to know. What's this one? Karena's Workout by Karena. Found within this plain-bound volume is a combat and exercise training manual. The work provides simple yet complete illustrations demonstrating a variety of steps that will not only disable an opponent, but also aids in good cardiovascular circulation. What about this big red one? Karena's Total Body Workout by Karena. Must be a fan here. Found upon the pages of this combat and exercise training manual are words that expand upon the original edition. Sadly, this work has received much less attention than Karena's other two. Ascent of Valor by Wetterson. Herein can be found the definitive word on chivalry and the duties to a knight's liege. Sure, these seem fairly short. Let's just go through some of these. The Accidens of Armory by Leh. This book on heraldry not only describes various houses for ease of recognition, but also demonstrates elements used in their conception. Thus, this book will also permit the reader to formalize a heraldic symbol of his own. Bloodied Blades and Buxom Beauties, A.G. Fishmore. This illustrious tome depicts the life of the romantic pirate Roger as he sails the Northeast Sea. As he travels from port to port, his adventures become increasingly dangerous and equally lucrative. The climax of the novel finds Roger in the clutches of a despotic island ruler from whom he must escape and save the beautiful native princess. Hero Fertilizer by Wordron. A warrior's handbook depicting several esoteric fighting styles. Each step is accompanied by a short piece of fiction, permitting the reader better visualization of this detailed style. To the Death by Zaxxam. This book is an in-depth manual of the fighting styles prevalent in Britannia. What fighting styles prevalent in Britannia? You press C and everyone starts wailing around and hitting people and running around like headless chickens. The author distinguishes between contemporary and historical styles and comments on the value of each. That was that one, right? Yeah. What's this scroll? Keep Britannia clean, send the gargoyles back. Paid for by the Britannian Purity League. So they're racists who live here. Good to know. Hi, I'm the Avatar. Though he does not seem hostile, the man greets you in a fighting stance. What's your name? I am called Master Disnell. What is it you do? I operate the famous fighting school here in Jolm. The Library of Scars. I also train fighters personally from time to time, if they show potential. Oh really, potential? I teach a fighting style of my own invention. It enables one to gain complete mastery over his opponent. I could arrange a little demonstration for thee. Please do. I must apologize for the discourtesy, but mine unequalled talents demand that I charge thee 40 gold for a training demonstration. Wilt thou accept? Sure. Which of you wishes to train? Shall we send in the boy, who currently has more strength than God? Why not? Let him fight against the 14-year-old child. Thou art already close in skill to me. Thou hast peaked in thine own potential. There is nothing further I can do for thee. So tell me about your library. An elite school of fighters with a long, proud history. Many great fighters have trained within its walls. The group even has its own special weaponry. Really? He unsheaths his own sword and shows it to you. The sword has an elaborate serpentine pattern engraved in it. Thou mayest recognize a weapon of the Library of Scars by its engraving. It is the sign of the snake. Striking, quick, silent, deadly, as we are we. That's interesting. Where have we seen a weapon like that before? I train my students to be fierce and ruthless fighters. Okay. Anything going on in Jahom lately? This city is devoted to the art of combat. Not mere slavish military discipline, but pure, violent confrontation. It is a place after mine own heart. Okay. Run out of things to say. Bye then. May thy stay in Jahom be a memorable one. Disnell laughs as he turns and walks away. Yep, definitely seen daggers like this before. Just can't place it where. Yay, violence. Welcome in, Gareth. How are you? Oh, this door's locked. How rude. Maybe we'll come back later. Oh, this place actually is signposted Town Hall, so I don't really know what that other building was then. I'm alright, you. Tired. A bit too hot. Poppy's back. Hey, Poppy. Welcome back. But yeah, otherwise okay. I'm planning to just do a shorter stream today so that I have some time left in the evening to just kind of wind down. Had a long weekend, but I didn't really do much in it. But yeah. Can still play games, can still stream, that is all good. Bill of underwater scavenging and cricket playing. Blah blah blah, section blah blah blah. Whereby the participants belonging to the first party of the first team may also engage in supplementary treasure seeking within the bounds of 239 feet from the docks. Whereby the participants belonging to the second party of the second team may follow accordingly, provided they use no handkerchiefs within the bounds of 7 1/2 feet of the first party of the first part. Be it known that the second party of the first part may not involve outside. I've just about recovered from my family. Wow. Sounds intense. Getting into some new side gig this week. Oh, excellent. Look around this person's stuff. Who goes there? You see a man who exudes the outward mannerisms of a shrewd administrator, in contrast to his youthful appearance. What's your name? My name's Joseph. What is it you do here? Presently, I'm the mayor of Jalm. I wanted to ask about some people who I keep just missing. They're called Elizabeth and Abraham, and they seem to be all over the place doing something or other. Elizabeth and Abraham? Joseph scratches his head. Oh, yes. They were the fellowship members who were just here. They were trying to start a branch in Jahalm. I'm undecided on what to tell them. We'll probably have a town meeting to decide if there should be a branch here. A couple said they were returning to Britain for a few days. Alright, maybe I'll find them there. What's your new side gig about, if you can share, Gareth? And if you can't share, that's fine too. I may seem a bit young for the job, but in a town such as this, I'm called upon to help keep order as often as administrate. I use my sword and pen in equal measure. Can't share too much, but it's property related. Interesting. You've got the background for it. What's this fellowship all about then? That's what many of the duels are fought over. Some say the fellowship is a load of rot. Some say it's the only truth. Others say it's foolishness. Of course, as mayor, I remain neutral on such matters. How do you remain neutral on whether it's a load of bunk or it's really good? Truth? Disnell, leader of the Library of Scars, requires that his members fight in many duels. One week they will fight for one cause, and the next week for the opposite side. Ah, okay. Up with the Library of Scars then. It attracts fighters from all over Britannia who want to learn from Disnell. They are an unruly bunch. Now it's do best to stay clear of them. Maybe I'll do that. Potential opportunity for CTO. Someone X domain. Nice. Cool. Well, best of luck with that, Gareth. And the colour of that bed reminds me of something. Sonnabelle, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, it reminds you of water. Or a blue water bottle, at any rate. Right, this is enough of the mayor. Enjoy thy stay in my city, but if thou hast no stomach for fighting, thou shouldst not stay long. Indeed. Talk to you later, Mayor. I don't know whose house this is, but we'll rummage through their stuff anyway. Oh, hello. A glowing key. That's interesting. And 20... I mean, and no gold coins. Whoops. Accidentally threw someone's clothing out into the street. Party will not complain too much. Let's just take this key anyway, just in case. Avatar? Is that virtuous? Yes, it's exactly virtuous. It's fine. I am the avatar, so by definition, things that I do are virtuous. It's fine. Here's the docks. Got some cannons and cannonballs set up. Very nice. These are actually set up that you could actually fire them. So, why don't we do that? Ooh. Very nice. Didn't do any damage. Only really does damage to people. And even then it's, I think, pretty hard to actually get a cannon shot off at the right time. So I think we've exhausted all of the buildings on this part of the island. Go across the bridge. Maybe find the inn and find Dupre. And recruit him to the party for a bit, why not? Especially how fast these people move. Yes, exactly, Gareth. If there's any, like, really difficult combat, I might have to lower the cycle count in DOSBox. E. What's this building? The Buck And EA. No. Oh. No, I can't remember. Can't remember what that was. But it's the inn, and let's just talk to someone. I bid thee welcome once again, milady, says Ophelia. What's your job? I'm a barmaid, and I do most of the work at the Bunk and Stool here at Jahom. Okay. So that was the Bunk and STOOL. Right. Bit of a weird word. Not really surprising, I couldn't read it off the top of my head. Hey, Dupre. You see the familiar face of your good friend, Dupre. While somewhat older, he still seems full of his usual casual good humor. Hi, what's your name? How does he sound? Why, dost thou not recognize me? It is I, Lord British, he laughs. Dost thou not know thy friend Dupre when thou seest him, Poggers? Do not be so modest, Sir Dupre. Thou shouldst tell the Avatar that thou hast been knighted since thou last met. Sir Dupre looks quite embarrassed. Well, yes, I would have gotten around to that. And what is it you do? I have not seen our old friends in some time. Currently, I am conducting a study of all the various drinking establishments of Britannia. At present, I am about halfway through, but it is nothing that could keep me from adventuring with thee, Poggers. Yeah, sure, join. It would be both an honor and a pleasure to join thee on thine adventures once again. Have you met my friends? Our old friends, Aolo and Shimino. Shimino is not with us. Let us go and find Shimino and make this a proper reunion. No, he sucks. And this here is the old man. Poggers, there is a strange old man following me, and he bears a vague resemblance to Aolo. It is most odd. Thy drinking must have blurred thy vision, Sir Dupre. And thou hadst better join me for one later. It will give thee the chance to catch up to me. And this is the boy. He follows us around like a puppy. Dupre points a thumb at Spark. He is joining us as well, he mutters to you. Art thou trying to make me feel old, Poggers? What do you think of the Fellowship? I still cannot believe thou hast joined the Fellowship. If thou dost wish to prove that thou wouldst do anything, no matter how ridiculous, to fulfill thy quest, then thou hast succeeded. How did you hear that? I'm not even wearing my medallion. But, okay, fine. So what's up in Jahom? It's something like the old times of Britannia, during the days of the last visit, only more bloodthirsty. Local sport in Jahom is dueling. Old times? These people still believe that any problem can be solved by hitting something or stabbing someone. Well, you know, they're not wrong. Poppy's moved again. Hi, you've moved there now. Is it because it's cooler? You've got the nice cross breeze. Where did I move the camera? Let's move the camera to recenter on the puppy cat. I just ran bundle for Jekyll, and it seems to have balked my whole user directory in OS X. Sounds pleasant. Good luck with that. Move this. There we go. Priorities. They remind me of a more primitive but less complicated time. Perhaps that's why people live here, to escape their modern problems. What do you think about dueling? Right now, the town is buzzing about 3 local fighters, all of whom have challenged another man to a duel. The challenged one's name is Skrillex. Who's he? I doubt he's ever held a sword in his life. When I bet, I usually bet on the underdog, but not even I am so foolhardy with my money as to bet on him. Ooh, really? The man is no fighter, he is the innkeeper. Oops. Should have known that before I bet 200 gold on him. False alarm, it just broke fish shell. Oh no, poor fish. And who are the fighters he's challenging? 2 men and a woman. Their names are Timmons, Vokes, and Syria, respectively. Why is it foolhardy? For this Skrillex fellow, foolhardy would be a compliment. He looks like he's never been in a fight in his entire life. I do not know why he would provoke someone to a duel. It's a puzzlement. Alright. But he's the innkeeper, you say? I know not the specifics of his story, but thou mayest ask him for thyself. He went back to his house about an hour ago and has not come out. He must be having a very hard time finding something. Oh, okay. So he's not actually running the inn. Yeah, that makes sense. Bye. I shall speak with thee later then. Let's take a look at Dupre's stats. And what gear he's got. He does actually come with armor, that's nice. And he's got a sword and shield, and a beer, of course. But stats-wise, he's not super amazing. I think Sentry even has him beat. Since we've been training Sentry. Yeah. Not terrible, though. We could give him a weapon. And maybe a loner magical shield. We don't actually have a lot of melee. Oh, here we go. Magic dagger. Yeah, that should do fine. Have a look around the inn. We should find... There should be Syria. Don't know who this is. Let's talk to them first. Is he a very serious young man? He carries himself like a learned and mannered gentleman. What's your name? Timmons is my name, my lady. What is it you do? At the moment, I have no job. I left all that behind in Numagencia. I have come to Jahon to study under Master Disnell in the Library of Scars. Really? A sailor on a ship at a port in Numagencia first told me of the Library of Scars. How it's the greatest fighting guild in Britannia, and how its trainer, Master Disnell, has created the perfect fighting style. I immediately spent every coin I had to come here, but Disnell now refuses to accept me as a student. I know if I can defeat a fighter who claims to be better than anyone in the guild, and help restore its honor in the process, Disnell will have to finally accept me. I see, so you're challenging Skrillex to get into the guild. I'm afraid I would not be able to help thee. I know little of this town, except for the duels. I am newly arrived here myself. Perhaps thou should ask someone else. Alright, I will. But yeah, the duels. I'd heard of this man, Skrillex, who claims he's a greater fighter than any in the Library of Scars, and how he'd stolen the honor flag from them all. So I sought this man out and challenged him to a duel myself. Uh-huh. Alright, bye. It was a pleasure speaking to thee, milady. And Syria, how are you? Standing before you is a statuesque fighting woman with eyes that radiate a familiarity with danger. I am Syria, a fighter from the south. Don't get much souther than this, honestly, but okay. Currently, I'm resting from my last voyage as a mercenary. I'm studying Jahon with the fighting trainer Disnell at the Library of Scars. Oh, really? The Library of Scars is the greatest guild of fighters in Britannia. Lots of drinks in this room. Make sure you drink plenty of... water, I guess. Thank you, Son of Eld, for the hydrate. Frankly, it's not a bad idea with all the reading of NPC text that I'm doing. Next game that we play is like a interim game. I think we'll choose something less wordy. What about Disnell? Master Disnell teaches a style of pure fighting, which takes thee beyond all previous disciplines that thou mayest have learned. Yeah, he couldn't defeat the boy, though. Like, we've got this 14-year-old with a hoe. He's a great man. Alright, bye. We do not appreciate people who interfere in our private matters. We shall be watching thee. Uh-huh. So I think these are just the guest rooms that you can buy. These are the barmaids we spoke to previously. Here's a guest book. Let's see who's been here. And Sutton, hello, how are you? Welcome on in. Happy Monday. We are playing more Ultima, as you can see. Just maybe doing a short one today. Doing some non-critical plot-related quests. So, who's been at the Bunk and Stool lately? Doskin of Vespa? Lord Shamino. Oh, high and mighty lord. Erstran of Moonglow. Aaron of Britain. Carmen of Buccaneer's Den. The Avatar. Now hold on, I haven't signed this yet. Who's put their name down here as the Avatar? Rude. Kitty. Oh, Kitty went inside. So that's the inn. What else do we have? A room here. This is Sprellick's room. Hi, we're barging into your house. Yes, it is. You see a scrawny and timid-looking man who eyes you fearfully. Oh my, he cries. 'Tis really the Avatar this time. Please do not hurt me, Avatar. This time? It's a long story. I shall probably be dead before I can finish it. Uh-huh. Well, you better start talking. My name's Sprellick. And? I'm the proprietor of the Bunk and Stool here in Jaholm. Uh-huh. What's this story, then? My tale is a strange one. It may disturb and puzzle thee. Art thou certain thou wouldst like to hear it? I have a sword made of pure black rock with a demon inside it. Tell me. It all started on the previous evening. I'd given Ophelia and Daphne the evening off. A stranger had come to mine inn. You should kill him, just to be sure. We'll get to that, son. We'll get to that. A very odd stranger. He claimed he was the Avatar. So you're saying he claimed he was the Avatar? And I believed him, which shows thee just how gullible I am. Quite, because as you can see, this Avatar uses she/her pronouns. And if this person were really the Avatar, they would be a woman, wouldn't they? Tell me about the stranger. His eccentricity seemed to be surpassed only by his wealth. He booked both rooms at the inn so that he could try each bed and decide for himself which one was the most comfortable. As for food, he was voracious. He was a member of the Fellowship, too. Hit him with the sword. Unfortunately, Gareth, before we arrived at this point, we placed a bet with the barkeepers, the barmaids, and poor Sprellick here is about to face off against the 3 deadliest fighters of Jaholm, and we've bet that he will win. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to help him win, and then we'll get all that money back. What about this fake Avatar that's been going around? I fear that this stranger was not who he claimed to be at all. Really? I was a victim of a great and terrible deception that was perpetrated upon me. Uh-huh. So what's going down in Jaholm, then? This is a town of fighters who pass their time fighting each other in bloody duels. It's no place for me. I should never have left Minnock. And you set up an inn, did you? It's the local inn where all the fighters come from the Library of Scars to drink. They would wreck the place every night if not for Ophelia and Daphne. But that does not matter, for soon I will be dead. Mm-hmm. Dead? Why? This is a long story. I shall probably be dead before I can finish it. Yay, okay, then you fine. Hit him with the sword after? I suppose we could. Once we win the bet, we could also just hit him with the sword. Yeah. Ophelia is one of my barmaids. She's gorgeous. If Daphne cannot handle our patrons when they become unruly, Ophelia will simply charm them. And Daphne? Daphne is one of my barmaids. She is rather large. If Ophelia cannot charm the patrons when they become unruly, Daphne wrestles them to the ground. And this Library of Scars that you've pissed off, tell me about them. It's the club of fighters run by Master Disnell, second home to the fiercest and most ruthless fighters in all of Britannia. So will you tell me the story or what? Because I'm supposed to help you. My tale is a strange one. It may disturb and puzzle thee. Thou certainly like to hear it. Stranger come to my inn. Very odd stranger. He claimed he was the Avatar. Yeah, what the hell? Where's the conversation option to help you, you dumbass? Can I order some food? Oh, here we go. That was not me ordering food. That was talking about the story and continuing it. Sure. This stranger ordered one of every kind of food and drink on the menu. So if he ever wanted anything, it would be right here to eat. I was cooking for hours, but then it got worse. He went to bed. You were cooking for hours? Of course, most of the food he left was uneaten. I had to give it away once it started to spoil. And the stranger, tell me about him. His interest is his wealth, food he was voracious with membership to. Damn it, this conversation tree is really strange. It's undoing certain conversation options. Cooking. Bed, right, yes. After he went to bed, he complained that he was too cold. I brought him more and more blankets, but it was not enough. Finally, he had every blanket in the inn, and he was still cold. In desperation, I ran down the street. It was the middle of the night. All the shops were closed. The only thing I could find was some sort of old tapestry hanging on a wall, so I took it down. Actually, now as I recall being out in the night air, it was quite a tolerable evening. Alas, I was oblivious to little else but the prospect of earning a goodly sum in the service of a stranger. Woe is me! And the tapestry? The next thing I remember, there was an angry woman chasing after me. For some reason, she wanted to kill me. I managed to get away from her and get back to the inn and cover the stranger with the tapestry. Finally, he fell asleep. Who was this angry woman? Actually, I had seen this angry woman before. She would occasionally enter mine establishment. Unfortunately, this was our first formal acquaintance. And the stranger fell asleep, yes, and then what? I also fell asleep, only I slept late. When I awoke, the guest was gone. He had not paid his bill and had taken all the blankets, even the tapestry. Before I could go look for him, I had a visitor. As I have said, I was rooked by a professional, a master criminal, no doubt, and one who is still at large. Oh, don't worry, he's getting what's coming to him. Tell me about the visitor. It was the woman who had chased me the night before. Her name was Syria. She said I had stolen the honor flag from the wall of the Library of Scars. She also challenged me to a duel to the death unless I gave it back, and she is much bigger than I. When I tried to explain that I could not give it back, she hit me. It hurt. A lot. I will say this of the Lady Syria. She is quite beautiful when she is angry. At least the visions of her that swam through mine head after she had hit me were quite beautiful. Tragically, I awoke. And now you've got a duel to do. Later that day, I ran into a man named Vokes. He is a fighter at the Library of Scars. He asked me to return the honor flag, and when I tried to tell him I could not, he hit me. Then he challenged me to a duel to the death, to be fought right after my duel with Syria. After Vokes left, I encountered a man named Timmons. He asked me to return the honor flag to the Library of Scars. I told him I could not, and he also challenged me to a duel to the death. I told him I was busy, but he scheduled the challenge for right after my duel with Vokes. Timmons, Vokes, and Syria are the 3 toughest fighters in Jaholm. I could not hope to survive against one of them, let alone all 3. The mysterious guest and the honor flag are nowhere to be found. Even now my barmaids are taking bets on the manner of my demise. Okay, tell me about Timmons. Timmons has come to Jaholm only recently. I can tell thee nothing more of him. Vokes. He is a fearless warrior, who cherishes any opportunity for combat. Beware of him. Syria? She is not as bad as she may appear to be. No doubt that woman has a temper. But I'm sure she's quite nice once thou hast gotten the chance to know her. Not for these sad circumstances, we might have gotten the chance to get to know each other better. I'm not sure of your chances there, Sprillick. Your demise. Let's talk about your demise. My only hope for survival is to find a champion who could stand up to the fiercest fighters in Jahal. Wouldst thou be my champion, Avatar? Sure, why not? It's only like we've got money riding on it. Sprillick falls to his knees before you in gratitude. Avatar, thou hast saved my life. I cannot thank thee enough. Sonnenveld, thank you for the hydrate. Comes at a good time. My voice is getting a little strained. Right, so we've agreed to do it. Good day to the Avatar. We'll poke around his house in compensation. Worthless. Oh look, we've got a copy of Ringwald by Larry Niven. Herein lies the words that tell of adventures to be had in the space between Britannia and the heavens. The work, although fictional, proposes that there are many undiscovered lands that lie between Britannia and other suns. Collected plays by Raimondo. Housed inside this anthology of stage works are such greats as Three on a Codpiece, The Trials of the Avatar, The Plagiarist, Clue, Thumbs Down, and several other prize-winning pieces. For convenience in production, several suggested costumes and makeup techniques are listed in the back. I like how you hide your vodka in her teeth, most well played. Larry Niven's Ringworld series is phenomenal, by the way. Yeah, I've never got around to reading that one. Big fan of the culture novels, so additional ring-like worlds sounds pretty pleasant. Alright, Sprillick, let's leave you to it and continue investigating down. Kind of sparse looking place. Probably I'll steal these things just for Dupre's sake. Apples? I hope you like apples. How about these apples? As we're taking them, because our party is voracious. We just added a 6th member. I might check out Ringworld. Yeah, probably do. It's on my reading list to do. It's quite a long list. Need to put in some more reading time myself. Even is on the opposite side politically, but it's still a very, very good series. Interesting. Not so much benevolent culture minds then, I guess. Looking for something to scratch the sci-fi itch until the next Bobbyverse book is released, also on my to-do list. Whose house is this? Someone who likes the axe. Probably one of the warriors that we're going to be fighting. And a locked chest, okay. No obvious key lying around. Maybe we can pick it open. Oh geez, look at these gambling chits. Cluttered up our inventory. Bupkis. Ringwald is hard SF. Bobbyverse is too, yes. Is this everything? I mean, there's a bit more island. There's cows. Jungle cows. They're attacking us. Quickly. Defend ourselves. Oh no, it's coming straight for us. It's coming straight for us. Come on, Avatar. There we go. Oh well, free food. Don't mind if I do. Right, we're getting full up on food, that's fine. We have a new party member to carry stuff. You don't know Bobby Moose, it's great, strongly recommend. Yeah, I've had it recommended by several sources now. Yeah, kiki. Oh, is it another Kraken? Yep, hi. There wasn't much point defeating the Kraken there. It's not like they drop loot, but I suppose some experience would be nice. I never did determine whether Ultima 7 splits party experience evenly between all the members, or if we all get the same flat amount. Obviously it would be then a downside to having more members in your party if we're sharing it. Alright, so where do we go next for this quest? I think we can talk to Disnell about this whole misunderstanding with the honor flag. Oh yeah, and this guy who's the armorer. He also likes to do a bit of sewing on the side. Nice to have hobbies. Probably not relevant at all, but yeah. But I believe we can ask Disnell maybe if he could just forget the whole silly business. Huh. Okay, he's not around. What a shame he's not around. I mean, I guess since he's not around, we could have a look at this door that we ran into earlier. And maybe this glowing key we found opens it. Oh, it does. How about that? Just looked it up. Sounds awesome. Yeah, it does. We've got a chest with, oh hey, another serpentine dagger and a book. It's the Book of the Fellowship. So obviously Disnell is a member of the Fellowship. What about this chest? Fellowship medallion and no bars of gold. Absolutely 0 bars of gold. Where's the boy? We can actually lock this door behind us. So he'll be none the wiser. But we do need to find the person. They might be out training in the fields there. Grab the ID of this key for my own notes. 240. Back in it goes. So yeah, I think they're all training out here. It's funny, they won't actually shoot when you're standing in front of the target. They just say move or watch out, stand aside. Nice little detail. Otherwise they just shoot arrows here. Oh, now this one's doing some bow work. Ah, we found Vokes. You see a fighting man. His voice booms like thunder as he greets you. Hail to thee, milady. So thou wishest to fight for the cowardly Sperlich? Then I have no choice but to finish thee myself. Oh, okay. Just sudden duel, sure. Well, that ended that questline a little earlier than I thought it would, because I didn't realize that just the act of talking to Vokes would immediately initiate our duel. Plural. I'm guessing this is Disnell. Hi. What dost thou need? Asked Disnell. About those duelists, the ones that we're going to fight. I have heard that thou didst kill several of our members while champion of a duel, defending the thief of our honor flag. His eyes narrow as he stares at you intensely. Outstanding! I am a man who values nothing higher than the application of skill. I salute thee on thy victory. Perhaps thou wouldst like to join our group? Sure. We've joined the Fellowship. Why not join these murderous mercenaries? As my style of fighting is the superior style, I'm only interested in training the best. Perhaps thy companions and thee qualify. We might find out, that is, if thou art courageous enough. Oh, we just get to do a demonstration, do we? I must apologize for discourtesy, but mine unequal talents demand that I charge thee 40 gold for training demonstration. Wilt thou accept? Sure, why not? Which of you wishes to train? I mean, I'll do it this time. Thou art already close in skill to me. Thou hast peaked in thine own potential. There is nothing further I can do for thee. Indeed. Bye-bye. May thy stay in Jalm be a memorable one. Disnell laughs as he turns and walks away. So yes, I mean, I did say it would be a short stream today, and we seem to have resolved the major plot point of the problem with Sprelik and the 3 people who have challenged him to a duel by accidentally talking to one who attacked us, and then we fought back, and then the other 2 joined in, and we killed them as well. We just kind of obliterated them. What we could have done, what was the other option? I'll just save. Not like we have a good save for going back, but we win, yay. And if nothing else, we want to win so that we win the bet, so that we can cash in these betting chips that we have in our inventory. Because there's no way in hell I'm sorting these betting chips out myself by hand. Look at them all, they're tiny. But yeah, Rip, Syria, Timmins, and Vokes, they didn't have anything worth looting on them. The alternative way we could have done things... Who's this? Ah, is this guy. Greetings, says Clifton. Hast thou gotten into any scraps lately? As it happens, yes. We were dealing with the Sprelik fellow. He relates Sprelik's story to the old man, who listens intently. It sounds to me like the work of Sullivan, the trickster. He is a legendary thief and swindler who has never once been caught. Oh, he's been caught. Indeed, few even believe he actually exists. Thou shalt not be able to dissuade the duelists with a tale like that. Dissuade them? The only thing that can dissuade them from wanting to kill poor Sprelik is to return the honor flag. Must have been taken away by Sullivan. But the duelists do not know that. If we had a duplicate of the honor flag, we could give them that instead. A duplicate? In my day, I was fairly handy at stitching wounds. Perhaps I can make a duplicate of the honor flag. It's a bit late now, Clifton. I mean, we could have done this as a non-violent way to resolve the fights. But then again, if we resolved the fights non-violently, we wouldn't be able to claim our betting wins. So someone in Detroit has built a flying motorcycle. I want one. Cool. I think I've seen some of those, actually. Maybe not this Detroit one, but definitely people have been trying to build these things. They usually look a little explosive. The deception only has to work long enough for them to formally call off the duel. Even if they notice that it is not their true honor flag, they would never admit to it. To do so would make them look foolish. They're kind of dead at the moment. They would rather simply challenge anyone who might say it is not their honor flag to yet another duel. But let us deal with one duel at a time here. So yeah, we could ask him to sew a fake honor flag and do that. There's really not much point, and I don't want it to screw up the quest line just in case it is glitchy. So goodbye. Good day. The mayor here. I don't suppose the mayor has a nice reward for me resolving this conflict in his town. Yes, I've heard of the events surrounding this fellow Sprelik and the duels against the Library of Scars, but frankly, my official policy has been not to get involved in these sort of personal disputes. Snell and I have an understanding. He works his side of the street and I work mine. It is hard enough to maintain order in this town without jeopardizing that. If I intervene, Disnell will challenge me to a duel, and if I am killed, then his control of our town would be absolute. Why would he take control of the town? That sounds like a bad thing. As mayor and the peacekeeper, I have to pick and choose my fights very carefully. It's basically an oversized drone. Yeah, I've seen people build like flying disc-like platforms with drones that are powerful enough to lift up a human. Still seems kind of dangerous to have all of those whirring blades surrounding your feet. There is no love lost. There is no love lost between myself and the members of the Library of Scars. But they can legitimately claim that they have been wronged. I'm required to remain impartial in this matter. As far as I can see, Skrillex brought this on himself when he took the honor flag. If thou dost wish to stop the duel, thou dost only need to convince him to give it back. Well, that's a bit late for that. Bye. Enjoy thy stay in my city, but if thou hast no stomach for fighting, thou shouldst not stay long. So everyone trains in this town, even the mayor. His full noble regalia. That's this guy's stuff. So I guess we could say to Skrillex that it's all safe to come out now. Hey! Greetings again, my lady, says Skrillex. Thou art safe now. You tell Skrillex that the situation has been resolved and how it was done. With killing. Skrillex practically kisses your feet. How can I ever thank thee? Thou art the most noble person I have ever met. I shall be forever in thy debt. I thank thee. Yeah, you say that, but I bet if I ask for a room at the inn, you're going to charge me. Bye. Good day to the Avatar. Collect our betting winnings. I could use a drink. If you have Dupre in your party, anytime you walk past an inn, he is programmed to say, I could use a drink. It's delightful. I bid thee welcome once again, my lady, says Ophelia. So about Skrillex. No one knows old Skrillex better than myself. Although he's done us not look it, he may well be the deadliest fighting master in all of Britannia. Yeah, you tried that on us earlier. But as it happens, his secret power of calling the Avatar to aid him is legit. I'd like my winnings now, please. I see thou hast returned to collect thy winnings. She shrugs and pays them to you. That's it? Oh well. Goodbye. Do come and visit us again, lady. Do I have gold now instead of tiny betting chips? We do. 400 gold. Not bad. I really ought to spend that on spells and things. Are we level 8 yet? We are! We're level 8. We can cast 8th level spells, which means we can cast Resurrection and stop having to rely on Jana not having a headache. And it means we can cast, I don't know, Armageddon, which will be a fun one to cast at some point, just to see what happens. We're kind of done here. We resolved this quest line a lot quicker than we thought we would, because we didn't need to do the whole sewing of the replacement one, and we kind of blundered into the combat. Hello, doggy. There's not a lot else to do. We could maybe wrap up the stream by buying a few spells. Maybe Nicodemus has some. He's nearby, assuming he's not in thief mode. And yeah, like I said, shorter stream today. Save my voice a bit. Save my sanity for the work week ahead. It's still nice to just stream and play games with you all. Finishing that quest must be thirsty work. You're right, Sonneveld. Thank you for the hydrate. So let's fly south until we're in the north. E up here. I swear that in one of these northern bits of Yew, the Forest of Yew, not you, there's this box of treasure that I found stashed once, and it was just legitimately like, I happened to be wandering around up here, and I was looking at the trees, and like there was a pixel that was off somehow that I noticed, and a tiny box hidden behind it. But I've come here later with the hack mover cheat on, trying to find it by just ripping all the trees out of the ground. Cannot find it. Maybe it only existed in the floppy disk version of the game and the CD version patched it out. It's possible. Maybe it's the Mandela effect and I've slipped into an alternate reality where that was never implemented. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. Hey, there's a little pile of stones there. Hang on. I do not believe that we can land here safely. I mean, the developers have clearly sometimes done this, where they've been like, hey, let's put a tiny pile of rocks somewhere. For, like, no reason, just to mess with people. No idea. Either way, the only way we can get to this area is by flying or by ship. We need to fly back over this river. Do get to the forest. You know, here's the swamp. Again, you can get here by following these planks. And there's a sort of trail here which leads to this spring. But as far as I know, there's no real point to getting to the center of the swamp here, unless you really, really want to fight some slimes. Oh, and okay, there's a gem or two that you can see down on the ground there. Maybe that's your reward for slugging it through the swamps. Gems are not worth that much. I think we'll skip it. Oh, here's a crocodile. Or an alligator, okay, fine. Just fly away from that so we don't drag it into town. And we'll park outside Nicodemus's place. And please do not be in stealing mode. Oh, he's in stealing mode. Run away. Maybe we'll visit a different mage. One who doesn't occasionally just take people's gold. And while I'm at it, let's safely offload this gold to the boy, whose inventory I will totally organize later off stream. Promise. What other mages are nearby? In the Forest of Yew, no mages in Minnock. We could go to the castle and talk to Nistel. There's some gargoyle mages who can sell spells there and there. Actually, yeah, why not? You know what? One way we could wrap up the stream. We visited Vesper fairly early on in the playthrough, and we talked to a gargoyle mage there who had gone quite mad and didn't really know where he was or what he was doing. He was just giving away his stuff. We can go visit him now that we've fixed the magical ether and maybe buy some spells from him. I don't know if it's like optimal to do so. They all have their various prices, and there's a little guide on the wiki that I could use to find the best deal. Oh, here, what happened here? Dear me. I suppose we could land here real quick just to see what this was all about. Maybe loot these skeletons. There's nothing good on them. But I think we're fairly flush with cash, so it doesn't really matter about being penny pinchers. Let's just spend some money. This way. And then southwest. East. There's so much wilderness in this game. It's really nice that... I mean, this is before procedural generation really took off. Maybe they had a few tools to help them place trees and what have you. But I think a lot of this was done by hand. And probably excruciatingly so. Like, I don't think there's much of an editor that they would have used. Here we are. To offer welcome for you, human, says Whis Sir. What's your name? To be named Whis Sir, which means wise son. What is it you do? To sell magic to others. Tell me about the magic. To be interested in spells, reagents, or potions? Spells, definitely. Be interested in which circle? Oh, he only goes up to the 6th circle. Now I remember. He's not actually like an archmage or anything. This definitely feels like an alternate reality. It does sometimes, doesn't it, Gareth? Well, show me what 6th circle spells you've got. To buy which spell? I think we have all of these, including Clone, which we've never tried out. But that could be really helpful to us, considering we've got some really buff people in our party. Let's check that we haven't got it. See, you already have that spell. Bye. Say farewell, human. Okay, well that's that one. What about our friend Penumbra, who lives in Moonglow? Yeah. She'll obviously just give us spells for free because she's our friend, right? I mean, yeah, where video game logic helps us, it also hinders us. There's plenty of situations where the way the game world behaves is to our advantage, and there's situations where, well, for reasons, she has to charge us money. Hey, wake up. Yes, Poggers? The ether's fixed now, right? The ether is flowing smoothly now. I thank thee, Poggers. Thou hast saved all mages everywhere. So you don't need the black rock anymore, right? Quite a material, is it not? I imagine it could be used for many magical things. What is it you do? I'm a practicing mage. Once I get my business going again, I should be able to sell spells and reagents. After all, I have been asleep for 200 years. Oh, you can't sell us anything? I could have sworn you were one of the options. Oh, that's right. It's Mariah who is in Moonglow. She's at the Lyceum. Farewell, Poggers, and good luck to thee. Right. Everyone remember where we parked? But we need to go to Mariah. Kitty! And again, Mariah was also acting quite oddly when we visited her. But she should now be sane. Yes, Poggers, how may I help thee? Mariah greets you. What is your name? Surely thou dost recognize thine old companion, Mariah. Maria? Mariah. Let's say Mariah. What is it you do? I sell spells, reagents, and sometimes a few potions here at the Lyceum. Dost thou wish to buy any of these, Poggers? Yes. But tell me about the Lyceum. She shakes her head sadly. I have not been myself for so long that I no longer recognize this town. Her eyes widen. There are so many buildings around the Lyceum now. Hast thou seen them? She pauses, looking at you. By the way, old friend, I assume thou art responsible for returning the ether to its normal state. I thank thee. It's nice to have some recognition, you know? All the avataring we do, very infrequently we actually get noted like as being the one that's accomplished all of this stuff, so thank you. Let's buy some spells off you. Which circle art thou interested in? Let's start with 6 and work our way up. Spell wouldst thou like to buy? Clone, Sleepfield, Cause Fear. Don't know if we've got Cause Fear yet. I know we bought Magic Storm. The Cause Fear spell will cost 80 gold. Agreeable? Yes. Done. Was thou like another spell? Yes. Circle? 7th. What spell was thou like to buy? Now I think we've already got Restoration and Energy Mist. Maybe even Mass Might. Restoration is one we can't cast on certain party members because it brings you to full health, which in the case of Spark and Jana is negative health, so a bit of a waste, but at some point I kind of want to just fill out the spellbook for fun. Let's see if we've got Mass Might already. Mass Might spell will cost 40 gold. Agreeable? Done! Would that like another spell? Yes. Which circle are they interested in? 8th level spells. Maximum spell. What spell would I like to buy? We go, we can buy Resurrect. We no longer have to worry about our dumbass party members getting themselves killed. Sorry, did I wake you up? Oh, it's someone outside. Is it a car? Yes, Resurrection. The Resurrect spell will cost 40 gold. Agreeable? Yes. Done. Would there like another spell? Yes. Let's have everything on the menu. Time Stop. Yes, sounds pretty productive. Time Stop spell will cost 60 gold. Agreeable? Yes. Done. Would there like another spell? Yes. Circle. Sword Strike is, you know, it's a projectile spell that does a fair lot of damage. It's not quite as good as Death Bolt, but sure, why not? Sword Strike spell will cost 80 gold. Agreeable? Yes. Done. She's giving us mates rates for this at least. Not free, but pretty cheap for a spell of doom and destruction. And finally we have Invisible All, which... situational, I guess, but sure, why not? Now that we're no longer worried about people dying on us, we don't really need to sneak around so much, but sure. Invisible All, 100 gold, yes, done, hooray. No more spells, thanks. I'll figure out reagents off stream, wink wink, assuming that we... That is ahead, friend Poggers. Assuming that we're short on anything. But I think we're doing alright, because we've been taking reagents whenever we find them. We can cast Light 107 times, for example. But most things must be limited by some more expensive reagent. They're at 11. You know, when we started playing this game, initially we had no idea what these numbers next to each spell meant. We just knew that sometimes spells wouldn't work properly. And I don't think it even mentions it in the manual at all, that this is the number of times you can cast that spell given the reagents that you have at your disposal. So yeah, 8th circle, we can cast Mass Death, we can cast Resurrect. This beautiful pixel art on the spell names, I love it so much. Yeah, Death Bolt, don't mind if we do. It's fantastic. So I think with that, let's take a study break here in the Lyceum. Look at all these books. Every one of them has at least like a little paragraph of something. It's amazing. Just picking something at random. What a Fool Believes by P. Nolan. Within the pages of this book is the story of a bard, a blonde, and a bottle. The perfect combination for a classic tale of the war between the sexes. Delightful. Or this one. The 111-year, 3-month, 7-day war by Perrin. Within this work of fiction is written the renowned historical treatise that describes an intense and bloody civil war in the land of Britannia. The parable is designed to strike home the advantages the people of Britannia have by remaining unified under the rule of Lord British. Yeah. Frankly, I think only Morrowind rivals Ultima VII in terms of number of books that you have available to read and the content they're in. But yeah, thank you for coming by. Speaking of Morrowind, I believe... Let me check. Loading, loading. Oh, hello. No, you know what? we'll cancel that plan. We'll cancel that plan. I've found the perfect person to raid. So, thanks for streaming, son. No, thank you for being here. I would be streaming anyway and talking into the void, but it's nice to have you know, a few people around to watch me while I do things, and you can maybe have a little conversation about this game that I love. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Thanks for avataring. No worries, Cowfish. The avataring must be done. There are many avatarly duties that are necessary. I will see you next week for more of the same. We might do some more side questing, or we might tackle the main quest a bit. We've got that cube generator to defeat. That's fun, because at the end of it you get a cube which will force Fellowship members to tell the truth where they would otherwise be lying to you. And that's nice to just hear them reveal the truth without really realizing what they're saying. There is a quest here in Moonglow actually involving the Fellowship branch leader, so maybe we'd start with that. But for now, yes, thank you. You can follow me on the Twitter while it still is around for Go Live messages. I am possibly going to be on Mastodon or even Tumblr, hey, who knows. But if not that, you can always find me in the stream shed, which is this Discord link here, which I share with a few others. And Sonovel, thanks you for the hydrate. Thought Tumblr was for porn. It can do other things, why shouldn't it? And yeah, I thought maybe we could raid my good friend and moderator, Empress Vel, who for some reason is streaming on a Monday and doing some Back 4 Blood practice. So let's all go say hi to her, because although I'm not really into the Back 4 Blood or the Dead by Daylights or the, you know, the 4v1 style games, it is nice to watch. I didn't know Tumblr was for porn. I feel cheated. Well, you gotta know where to look, son. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming by. Take care. Look out for yourselves, because no one else is gonna. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.